Record and come on down to your space that you cultivate. That's what I really love about Qigong on Zoom. And as long as people are interested, I'll keep always doing it because I love the ability that we have to cultivate our own space as well. So just moving around, just kind of bopping around a little to start, coming into your space that you cultivate, and we really are, human being in Eastern thought and in Chinese medicine and five element theory, all these kind of things. The idea is that the human is a garden where where we require things to keep our garden well. We want to have plants that grow in the direction that we want them to grow, our wood elements, to cut away things that we do not need, our metal elements. We need to water and rinse and wash away debris as well. Just kind of let things um, be nourished by water and grow in the direction of the sun. And we need to have stable earth. We have to have this stability for our roots to feel secure, and then we have structure, and we're able to grow in the direction of fire, of our joy and our purpose. So just kind of bopping around, moving around. It feels very nice. Find a sigh. And everything starts from Earth. We really, Earth is our present moment. And over the course of this particular session, we've been kind of moving through a different element each week, and so we're gonna come back to Earth. Sink your feet into the ground beneath you and let your hands come to rest on your dantian, center of gravity, center of energy, and just be here. Even when we're not on the ground like we can be when we practice Qigong in the park, which will be next week on Sunday. I'm excited about that. Even if we're on not the first floor of our house. I mean, I'm on the first floor, but right underneath my feet there's a basement. Oh, it doesn't matter. We're envisioning. You can even envision standing on a piece of earth with grasses under your feet. You can kind of evoke that sense of earth, of feeling secure and supported. And when our earth is strong, we're in the present moment. We feel a sense of comfort, a sense of safety and security. We're able to release worry. Worry is an imbalance of the earth element, just overthinking, pensiveness. And so when we feel that sense of worry and pensiveness, there's a few things that we can do. One of them is to stand like you are right now and to bring your awareness to the bottoms of your feet and take a deep breath in and then let go. We're going to rub the belly. Let your hands rub kind of up your right and across and down your left, if that makes sense to you. If it doesn't, go the other direction. That's okay. You have to also trust our inner wisdom. And the earth element is our digestion. It's of food stuffs and also of information. So we're encouraging a strong digestion. As you breathe, feel the connection of your feet into the earth. And we're going to find a healing sound for the earth element, which is so several M's in a row, like you've just tasted something very delicious and nutritious, and you go, Mm. Nice exhaling long. Let your hands rest again on your dantian. Take a deep breath in and oh, and that pummel. Taking your loose fists and just sort of pummeling your dantian, encouraging the flow of energy through the meridians that come through your pelvis and your abdomen, which include the earth element, the wood element, and the water element. We're gonna pat with hands and we're gonna pat down and up the legs. So patting down, leaning forward as far as you go, coming up to the inside. And we'll do that a couple more times. So just patting, going down and back up. Yeah, one more time. This nice, strong sense of earth coming back to center. Rest your hands, feel the reverberation, feel the movement that happened, the sensation in your hands and your legs from your activity that you just did. This is the present moment. You're feeling it currently. It's right now. Take a deep inhale and let it go. Now you have a nice strong place for your wood. Well, that's we're gonna bring down the heavens. We're gonna do it a little differently. You're gonna come up, and as you come down, we're gonna make a noise and kind of shake the leaves. I would do that several times. So you're kind of bouncing in place, a little reaching up, and then keep on doing that. Uh, Great for strengthening our wood. For having that healing sound and this movement and this bounciness, this whole combo platter to encourage our wood, our sense of structure and vision, our ability to project into the future, to plan and organize. Do that one more time. Then your hands come back to your dantian, let your shoulders relax, feel all of that movement, the reverberation back to earth, back to the present moment. Nice solid earth for your roots to draw down. And now envision roots coming from the bottoms of your feet down into the earth, making their way through nice solid earth and drawing down into cool, clear water, kind of reaching gently, maneuvering through the soil and the rocks and finding this cool, clear water. You're gonna play in that water. You're gonna bring your arms to across and come up and out. So you might lean forward, playing in water. Oh, your roots being nourished. And just as a tree or a plant will draw that water from its roots up into its stem, its leaves, to the fruits, the flowers it produces, cool, clear water, playing in that water, feeling the sense of security from the earth, encouraging the growth and structure of your wood, that the solid roots that absorb and draw up cool, clear water. Let your arms come down. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs. And we're going to take the dragon's mouth. Actually, first let's rub our hands together. I want to rub the hands and stimulate this point on the hand also, where the first finger meets the thumb. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here because next we'll talked about earth being supportive roots for wood, our sense of safety and security, and our present moment awareness, allowing us to have solid roots and plan and have clarity. And then we started to get into water nourishing wood, but this point that we're doing right here is a metal element point, but I just thought that it'd be nice to bring attention and awareness to it before we utilize it for our water. So you're kind of pressing, massaging this metal element acupressure point, the dragon's mouth, this is sometimes called. And now bring those together and kind of, depending upon how your hands are formed, and just kind of bring them together. And now taking your dragon's mouth or tiger's mouth, sorry, I was thinking about dragons because we're going to come into dragon later, but tiger's mouth coming up and down your back, just as far as you go. The idea is to release kind of the pressure from around the kidneys and the adrenal glands. And we're going to make a healing sound here for water, which is choo, choo, choo. And let that go, and just let your hands rest at your sides now. So we're in more of a Qigong stance with your arms soft, and if there's this little space in between your arm and your body, it's like a little place where you could stick an egg under your armpit and you wouldn't squish it and you also wouldn't drop it on the ground. It's like a nice little nest inside of each armpit. So find a little bit of a softness, this Qigong stance, breathing and softening your eyes, just noticing. And so water, we had our nice solid earth, comfort, safety, security to support our growth in wood. We have our water to nourish our wood, releasing fear, transforming it into courage, transforming our nourishing our kidneys, nourishing our life energy, where our water element is our DNA, it's our ancestry, and we're really allowing ourselves to absorb all of that wisdom and our destiny, the direction that our life is going, both our yin destiny, our where we were born, the time and place we were born, to whom we were born, and going in the direction that we do here and now. And then our yang destiny, our yang will, our ability to make choices and to move in the direction of our purpose. And so when we are able to feel and release fear and convert it, transition it into a sense of courage, we find greater clarity, and we're able to utilize that clarity to nourish our wood, clarity, creativity. A big inhale and let it go. And now we're going to bring the hands up in front of the chest and let your thumbs point up. So we've stimulated this tiger's mouth. For the metal element, turn your palms to face out, pressing away and then drawing back in, Metal, our ability to be honest with ourselves, which is something that can be hard to do. Cutting away, letting go of what we don't need. And in relationship to wood, cutting away the growth or the growth that isn't helpful, in the direction that it's not helpful. The idea of that we're sort of like a bonsai tree. Your wood is like a bonsai tree, and you're taking some scissors, some sharp scissors, and cutting away different parts, different growth that isn't doing what you need it to do, because you're moving in a specific direction. You're moving in the direction of your joy. So we're cutting away what we don't need, and clearing away kind of the dead materials, clearing them away and allowing them to be absorbed into the earth, like turning your compost pile, taking the matter that is decomposing and allowing it to become nourishing, all the minerals from that decomposing matter. The earth recycles everything. We recycle it. It's how we're built, is to recycle. The earth takes the dead matter. It takes what we don't need, and it recycles it. And then we have a clearer, cleaner ability to see with honesty what we need, how we feel. Bringing your arms back, let your hands rest on your lungs, sort of under your collarbones, or fingers can touch your collarbones, and breathing, feeling your breath, feeling your heartbeat. So I have this beautiful garden, or the bonsai tree was nice for that particular thought, but we have solid earth, we have these plants, the wood, our growth, our moving in a direction, our projectedness, the future planning. We have our water that clears away, nourishes us, clears away fear, converts it into courage, stimulates our ability to access our will, our moving in the direction of our purpose. We have metal cutting away, clearing unnecessary materials, encouraging that recycling of matter that has served its purpose, and it's now being recycled to create new life, to nourish new life. A deep inhale and letting it go. I'm gonna tap under the collarbones, and you can kind of move around a little, and then maybe root your feet, and we'll find a bunch of Z's in a row. Healing sound for metal. You inhale through your nose and exhale a long exhale with a one. Let go. Let your arms find that Qigong stance, shoulders relax. Hands are soft and open, rooting into the earth, and your crown of your head extends upwards towards heavens and towards fire. Think of the fire element as like sunshine, our garden, our purpose, what brings us joy and enthusiasm. And that's the direction we want to grow. And kind of find a movement kind of coming from the heart, bringing one hand to your dantian. You're going to come up to your heart and then press and lower down. Coming up. So kind of that earth and water nourishing your growth. Anything that you don't need is cut away, and you're unimpeded as you move in the direction of your purpose, of your spirit, of your heart, your joy. And this is the place of compassion. The wood element embodies several emotions as well, and one of them is kindness. So you're embodying kindness, and that itself, I feel like, is a purpose. When we are moving in the direction of our joy, we can be a little kinder to ourselves, have more compassion for ourselves, but also we have that clarity. We have clarity and have our sense of being in the present moment, and our sense of being honest with ourselves, and having courage to move in the direction of kindness, of joy. And let that arm come down. We're going to switch. Other hand. Come up and push. Coming up from the dantian to your heart and extending out. One more time, coming up and extending out, and bringing your arms down. We're going to cloud walk. Shift your weight from one side, lift the heel, and then come back down to the other side. Finding a softness and reconnecting with the earth and with the water, those kind of nourishing forces. We've cut away some of the stuff we don't need. It's like our beautiful trees outside, the leaves are falling, they're no longer needed. And that can be hard to let go of things we don't need. It's very hard. And that's where having a sense of being, honest with ourselves about what we really need to be able to be supported and nourished, and then to grow in a direction that's helpful for us. Because we're never stop growing. Sink your feet into the earth, and I'm going to take tapping fingers, and we're going to tap around kind of over the ears. The wood element is characterized in the time of springtime. It's a time of new growth, of birth, in the human life cycle. It's kind of that childhood and adolescence. I mean, it's birth through adulthood. Adulthood, can be considered, our fire element, and then our metal element. So it's this also, this is true of projects. So our projects, we could have a project that's like a baby. It gestated during the water element, kind of gestated within ourselves, an idea for a project, or something that we want to accomplish, and wood encourages us to grow in that direction, and to make form, create form and structure, and but also decisions. The gallbladder and the liver. The liver is the yin organ. of the wood element system. And the yin organs are supposed to be very nourishing. They're more important in Chinese medicine than the yang organs, but the yang organ is the gallbladder, and we're tapping the gallbladder meridian. And the gallbladder meridian and the gallbladder are said to help us make decisions. When our gallbladder channel is stagnant, we have stagnation in that part of the body, in that organ. Even if we don't have a gallbladder in that area of the body, as in Chinese medicine, then might have a hard time making decisions. So you maybe feel a little tenderness. I feel some tenderness. I have trouble making decisions. And I'm going to take your thumbs and find this space behind your head, kind of these protrusions where your skull meets the back of your neck, and give yourself a little massage there. These are some gallbladder points as well, and giving them a little stimulation and encouraging the ability to make clear decisions, to feel decisive, to feel that sense of clarity. And when our plans and our projections are a little more structured, we can then, sometimes make decisions easier, but it has to come from a place of safety. And we have to also be able to be honest with ourselves and to feel nourished and like we're getting enough rest and water to be able to think clearly. Let your hands come down, shake out your hands, shake out your arms and legs. Let's swing the arms a little bit just to release some of that, and letting your arms come forward and back. It's also nice to be able to clear kind of, when we think about the wood element in our structure, our sense of feeling like we're moving in a forward direction or in the direction of our purpose, planning for the future. Stuff gets stuck on us that I think really hinders our ability to make decisions. The anger and frustration. Anger is very helpful. It's a very important emotion. There's nothing wrong with anger. Anger makes us do, it makes us go. It helps us to stand up for things that we think are wrong. We just stand up for ourselves rather, and what we believe and what we want. And so it's really helpful, but tend to get it stuck. It gets stuck in the liver. Frustration also. And so then in the indecisiveness in the gallbladder. Let your arms come down. Let's take sword fingers. So we're cutting with metal, and you can kind of cut from your shoulder all the way down to your fingertips, and then do the other side. And do that a couple times, like you're pruning your bonsai tree, cutting away, processing any deeply held anger and frustration, any guk. And then take a hand to your shoulder and come down across, and we'll do that. So clearing, like X clearing. It's a nice thing to do also. And this is really good too. Maybe if either you're not feeling very clear, or maybe you've been out in the world and you feel like you have everybody's gook on you. It's like everybody else's energy. This is a great way to just kind of clear it away. And all right, take your hands and you're gonna cut. You're gonna just cut little cords, cut whatever cords are sticking to you, little energetic cords. And oh, now you're so much clearer. Whew. And turn your palms to face up. We're going to clear the chi. So making little baby bring down the heavens. Feeling supported in the earth, and then making these clearing movements. And breathing. The wood element, springtime, new growth, forward motion, organizing, planning, structure, anger, kindness, and flexibility. All of these are wood attributes. Color green wood attribute. In the Chinese clock, the time between 11 at night and 3 in the morning is wood. So that's when we should be asleep and allowing our minds to kind of rest and process all of the information that we're taking in the course of the day, our rational thought. During that sleep time, in fact, we have wood from the hours of 11 at night until 3 in the morning, and then metal from 3 in the morning until 7 in the morning. And so a lot of processing should be done during that time for both hemispheres of the brain, for our nervous system. And our nervous system is another wood attribute. Kind of looks like a tree. You see it in an anatomy book or something. Nice. So take your hands to the sides of your body, and you're gonna pushing hands. This is a wood gong to strengthen our wood element, to strengthen the balance in our wood element. And as you draw into your right side, the right side is the liver and the gallbladder, and you might envision this bright green color, kind of drawing in a bright green light into your liver and then pressing out, kind of releasing anything you don't need, drawing in and releasing anger, frustration that is held in the liver. And that beautiful bright green light easily permeates the tissue of the liver, and it encourages a sense of kindness and generosity to yourself as you release anger and frustration and just let it be processed by the earth. Press out once more, and then we'll come back in and rest your hands on your dantian. We're going to turn in one direction in a bow stance, feeling your feet rooted into the earth, shifting your weight forward and back, and letting your shoulders feel you're straight ahead. Now bring your hands in front of you, and we're going to find bamboo sways softly. So this is a very soft movement, very gentle, flexible bamboo movement, kind of originating in your feet, which are rooted into the earth, feeling that support and security, drawing up water, being nourished. Also the nutrients from metal, the minerals and everything that's been kind of processed into nutrients from the dead growth, from that which has taken place, and then it can decompose and be composted, and the minerals and nutrients from that adding to this new growth. And you're flexible. You're this beautiful field of bamboo, kind of gently swaying in the breeze. And then let your hands come back down to your dantian. Gonna make our way back to center, and we're gonna gather chi. Reaching your arm around, coming back to center and to the other side, gathering everything that's helpful and useful to you as you grow and evolve and process and move in the direction that you need to go. And let your hands rest on your dantian. I go to the other side for our bamboo swaying. Find your footing, hands in front of your heart, and very gently just swaying like this beautiful field of bright green bamboo in the sunlight. In our Western world that we were raised in, there's a great emphasis on doing and being and not resting, and that's too much wood. We're very woody. So our Qigong practice encourages us to balance our wood, to find a sense of flexibility and kindness, and that we don't have to push so hard. Just as the roots of our tree, we can envision sort of our roots drawing down towards the water with ease, through the earth with ease, finding that sense of support, sense of being nourished and of resting. Even the trees which are so personify wood element, they're losing their leaves, they're releasing, they're letting go and drawing their energy inward and down towards their roots to rest. Even the trees, and we're very much like trees. Letting your hands come back to your dantian, make your way back to center, and gather chi again. We're seeking balance in each element within ourselves. And when we feel imbalanced, when we feel like we're overthinking or we're frustrated, returning maybe to rest, to water, to nourish ourselves, to find more clarity through rest, to nourish our metal elements, letting go of something that isn't serving us any longer, to nourish our earth element, taking a moment to feel the earth beneath our feet, take a deep breath, and then we find a little bit more balance in our wood as well. Also, to connect with our heart, connect with our joy. Bring your hands to rest on your dantian. Take a deep inhale and let it go. And take out your hands, take out your feet, your wrists and ankles, and next we're gonna find a swimming dragon. And bring your feet to a comfortable distance and let your hands rest here at your heart center. The hands, when they come together, they close the circuit in our bodies, and like there's this circuit from your heart. It goes through your shoulder, your arm, through your hand to the other palm, up the other arm into the shoulder through the heart. So there's this beautiful circuit of energy that stimulates our hearts and encourages us to find that a sense of calm, a sense of peace, and love. Heart is a love connection to our spirit. And swimming dragon is a wood element animal, and so we're gonna find kindness. The dragon in Eastern thought is a very kind and generous animal, very wise, and so we're tapping into that inner wisdom. We're gonna swim, letting your arms come out to one side, your hips to the other, and you just want to take your time with your swimming dragon, letting yourself go where you go. We're gonna be doing this for a little bit of time. And so using your imagination, using your ability to visualize your swimming dragon flowing with grace and beauty through a lake or the ocean, whatever body of water it wants to swim through. Swimming with a sense of balance and purpose, flexibility. And your dragon might want to go wherever it goes. Maybe your fingers point out and envision that like your dragon's tail behind you. And it could be your dragon's head, and you can move however it feels good. Just be intuitive. Do what feels good. Listen to your inner wisdom. You can kind of soften your eyes and smile and just move in a direction that feels good to you as you swim through this body of water. And maybe you come to the surface and the sun shines on your dragon scales, and you can see the color of your dragon scales as they shimmer in the sunlight. Maybe you dive down deep into the cool, clear waters. Dragon swimming. Maybe you even jump up into the air and swim through the air. Your dragon can go anywhere. Kindness, wisdom, very wise creature, generosity, true generosity comes from that place of security and the willingness to let go, to release things we don't need, projects and relationships too, letting them go, letting them be processed and taking the nutrients from them to fuel your growth. Dragon will take time to rest as well. And so you're going to slowly make your way back towards center. And then when you get there, let your palms press against each other and your thumbs press against your heart. Take a deep inhale and let it go. We're going to bring down the heavens. Lifting your arms up and coming back down. Bring your hands to rest on your dantian. Take a deep inhale and let it go. Well, now with all that cultivation of energy, direction of wood and really feeling solid in our wood, I'm going to have you rest, and I'm going to offer you a guided meditation. So find either lying down, highly recommend if you have a comfortable place to lie down, you can cover up with a blanket. You could sit down. I'm going to sit just because I'm reading from something, but get yourself comfortable. Nice to have a pillow if you can have a pillow. Can have a blanket, have something under your knees if you're lying on the ground. Being generous with yourself. Love it. It's good to have the opportunity to rest in a guided meditation. Um, Taking your time, getting comfortable, covering up, removing your glasses if you wear glasses. And taking a deep breath in and then letting it go. Bring your mind to your center. Close your eyes and be aware of your mid eyebrow. Relax your mid eyebrow. Relax your whole forehead and let a smile come to your face. Relax your eyes, lips, and jaw, and slightly raise the corners of your mouth. Picture a smile right on your mid eyebrow. It can be a very familiar smile of someone you love, or a smile seen recently, a very authentic smile, like a young child's or a baby's smile, very genuine, very clear, very distinct. Picture there also on your mid eyebrow a very bright green light, very bright and very green, like the sun shining on a tropical rainforest right after the rain. Very vibrant, very green, very lush. So now you can see a bright green light on your mid eyebrow with a big smile on it. From your mid eyebrow, spread the bright green light and the smile to your eyes and draw them in and feel the greenness. Feel the lushness filling up your eyes with a green light that is both calming and invigorating, like the luminous green of a wheat field in the spring sun, and a smile all the way back to your optic nerves. Feel the bright green light and the big smile spreading from your eyes to your optic nerves and filling up your brain. Feel your brain relaxing. Feel the soothing green light shining inside your whole brain and then down your spinal cord all the way to the nerves in your body, all the way to the surface of your skin, to each nerve plexus, to all of your organs. Feel all your nerves relaxing and turning bright green, smiling. Look inward at your liver and gallbladder and smile at them. Keep smiling until they smile back at you. Smiling is contagious. Give a sincere and authentic smile to your liver, and it will smile back at you. Flash the bright green light throughout the whole volume of your liver and gallbladder. If you find any dark spots there, keep flashing the bright green light on them. Be aware of the power of wood, the power of cultivation, the power of understanding, the power of thoughts and clarity of mind, the power to always understand better and more clearly. It is a very generous power, the power to grow enough so that you can give and share. It is the power of kindness and generosity. Feel it in your eyes, brain, spinal cord, and all your nerves. Feel it in your liver and gallbladder. In front of you, picture your ideal representation of wood. It could be your favorite tree, an archetype of trees, a whole forest, or it could be your favorite plants. Picture it very healthy, very lush, with thick foliage and blossoms and fruit. Be aware of the greenness and brightness of the foliage. Draw its power inside your own wood system, inside your eyes, throughout all your nerves, bathing your brain in it. Feel your whole liver filling up with that power. Feel your wood power regenerated. Feel your nervous system cleaned up and your thinking calm and clear. And keep the work of this meditation deep within you. Take a deep breath and let it go. Take small movements with your fingers and your toes, your wrists and ankles. And give yourself a stretch if it feels good. And a yawn in the side. And then slowly roll to your side and be there for a moment. Allow yourself to be there. That's part of this balancing of our wood energy, is allowing ourselves time to rest and to be gentle with our nervous system. And then slowly with your head, your chin towards your chest, start to come to a seat. Just coming to a seat very slowly. Keep your chin to your chest until you come to the very top, and then you can let your head come up. But that's a good way to keep the nervous system a little more relaxed. Mm. And then take a hand to your heart and a hand over your belly, and close your eyes and offer yourself that deep kindness and compassion, peace and love. Namaste, friend. Thank you so much for your practice today. It's just an honor to get to play with you. It's fun. Just